Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news, so hold on to your hats, Bills Mafia, because what's happening right now could be one of the biggest moves we've seen in recent years. Rumors are swirling around a blockbuster trade that, if it comes to fruition, could redefine the Bills' offensive potential and significantly boost our Super Bowl chances. The buzz is about the Cincinnati Bengals potentially sending T. Higgins to Buffalo in exchange for a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027. Now, I know it sounds like just another trade rumor, but this one carries a lot of weight, especially when you consider how Higgins could fit perfectly into our offense and what it means for both teams involved. Sources like Adam Schefter and other insiders are whispering that the Bengals, who are currently 6'11" and deep into a rebuild after 2025, might be looking to move Higgins, a young, explosive wide receiver, in order to free up cap space and acquire premium draft capital. Cincinnati is facing a tight $14 million cap situation, and they're prioritizing rebuilding their offensive line and bolstering their defense, which has been giving up around 28 points per game. Higgins, who's been demanding an extension worth around $28 million a year, could otherwise walk in free agency next year, so trading him now makes strategic sense. It's a classic tanking move, aiming to set up their future with more draft picks and less cap pressure, especially with Joe Burrow's window still open, but needing some extra protection and weapons. For the Bills, though, this isn't just about a name on paper. It's about what Higgins could bring to the table and how he might change our offense. T. Higgins, in his third full season in 2025, has proven to be one of the most reliable contested catch artists in the league. His hands are as strong as iron, and he's got the ability to turn deep routes into game-changing plays. Last season, he played all 16 games, hauling in 88 receptions for 320 yards with an impressive 15.0 yards per catch average. He also scored 10 touchdowns, and his advanced metrics are pretty eye-opening, a PFF receiving grade of 87. 8 an EPA per target of plus 0.39, and an average YAC of 5.8 yards. His contested catch rate of 58% and a drop rate of just 2% make him a reliable target who thrives in tight coverage. What does this mean for the Bills? Well, it addresses one of our biggest weaknesses from last season, downfield threats. In 2025, we averaged only about 190 yards through the air per game, which isn't quite enough to keep defenses honest or stretch the field effectively. Higgins, with his ability to turn short plays into massive gains and his knack for winning contested catches, could be the perfect complement to Stefon Diggs. Together, they would form a nightmare mismatch for defenses and open up more opportunities for Josh Allen to work his magic. The projections are promising. With Higgins in the lineup, we could see an increase of more than 200 yards in aerial offense, a boost of over 19% in EPA per pass, and a significant jump in our overall offensive efficiency. Adding Higgins isn't just about enhancing our passing game, it's about elevating the entire offense. His presence would force defenses to double-team Diggs less often and create more one-on-one matchups, especially on the outside. It would also give Allen a more reliable target in crucial third-down situations, where Higgins' size and contested catch ability can be game-changers. Plus, with the Bills already boasting a solid run game, having a dynamic receiver who can make explosive plays after the catch aligns perfectly with our offensive philosophy. It's reminiscent of what DK Metcalf has done for the Seahawks, a big play threat who can turn a short pass into a 75-yard touchdown. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Bengals acquiring draft capital and shedding Higgins' hefty salary could be a strategic move to accelerate their rebuild, especially if they're planning to focus on developing their young quarterback and rebuilding their offensive line. They've shown they're willing to make tough decisions, and this trade could be a part of that plan. For the Bills, it's about seizing the moment and making a move that could elevate us from good to great. The addition of a player like Higgins could be the final piece needed to push us over the top in the AFC, especially considering how the landscape is shifting. And speaking of the AFC playoff picture, this move could have ripple effects beyond just our team. The Bills, with Higgins, could see their Super Bowl odds drop from +3, 0 to around +1, 500, according to some betting markets. That's a huge swing and reflects the confidence that a player of Higgins' caliber can bring to our offense. It's similar to what Tyreek Hill did for the Dolphins, turning an already solid team into a serious playoff contender and even a Super Bowl favorite in some circles. Higgins' ability to generate big plays, over 180 in 2024, in the case of Hill, and to boost the offense's explosiveness is exactly what we need to compete with the top teams like the Chiefs or the Ravens. This potential trade also revives the Bills' offensive firepower, igniting hope among fans that we can finally reach that elusive Super Bowl LVIII. With Higgins, we'd be adding another dimension to our attack, a true X-factor who can take over games and keep defenses guessing. The combination of Diggs and Higgins would give Josh Allen the kind of weapons that other top quarterbacks envy, and that kind of firepower is what separates Super Bowl contenders from the rest. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and trades like this come with risks. There's always the possibility that Higgins might not adapt immediately, or that the Bengals' trade terms could be too steep. But the upside is enormous, and it's exactly the kind of bold move that teams like the Bills need to make if they want to elevate their compete level and push for that ultimate goal, the Lombardi Trophy. In the end, this potential trade is more than just a roster move. It's a statement. It says that the Bills are serious about contending now, not just planning for the future, and that they're willing to make bold decisions to get ahead. With Higgins' talent and the right offensive scheme, the sky's the limit for what this team can achieve. It's about seizing the moment, riding the momentum, and establishing dominance in the AFC once again. The Bills have been knocking on the door for a while, and with this kind of upgrade, we might just find ourselves on top of the mountain sooner than we thought. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So to sum it all up, everyone is watching this story unfold with bated breath. If this trade actually happens, it could be the catalyst that propels the Bills into serious Super Bowl contention, transforming our offense into one of the most explosive in the league. We're talking about adding a proven playmaker who can take the top off defenses, win contested catches, and provide Josh Allen with yet another reliable target. The ripple effect could be felt across the AFC, shaking up the playoff picture and setting the stage for a new era of Bills dominance. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. Do you think Higgins is the missing piece? Are you excited about the idea of adding such a dynamic weapon to our offense? Or do you have concerns about the potential risks? Whatever your thoughts, we want to hear them. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Bills news. Let's keep this conversation going and continue building the best fan community out there. After all, we're all in this together, and the future looks incredibly bright for the Buffalo Bills.